Hello, good people of the world. It is so good to have you here. Today we are gonna be in Body Church. We're gonna give a moment for people to come in. Very excited. So just take a moment, get yourself ready. We're here live. Let's do it, let's do it. All right, we are live officially. Hello. Hello, Body Church. I'm so happy you're here. It is Sunday. It is 6 p.m. here in London, UK. No matter what time it is, wherever you are, happy Sunday or Saturday or Monday, wherever you may be in the world. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford, and this is our Sunday service. Body Church is a place where all of your parts are welcome to come and take up space in your nervous system so that you might unwind them. So I'm not going to teach you how to move. I'm not going to give you specific movements to do necessarily. However, I am going to help you wake up your body's intelligence. And so if you're here joining, please say hello in the chat. This is a beautiful community of people all excited to follow their path. We have a lot of paths to what you might call self-realization or enlightenment or self-discovery. And I'm a huge advocate for your path. Follow your path. And so I've been following my own path, and the ceremony of life that has unfolded before me has been unbelievable. And the only way I could have felt confident in actually following my own lead is Body Church and the practice of Body Church and the breath movement practice to help ground all of the mental thoughts, the artistic expression, the intuitive guidance into the body so that it has somewhere safe to land and to expand my body's capacity to actually hold that. And so I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you were guided here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm gonna take a look at the chat now. If this is your first time, we're going to start with a little grounded meditation. Get us into our body, aware of our surroundings, GPS locate yourself in space. Hi, you're here, you're in a body. And then to be able to take you into a beautiful moving meditation. Today's Sunday service, I'll be guided in a little spoken word poetry. I'll teach you the breath movement practice. That is the anchor of the body intelligence excavation that we do here at Body Church. Hello, hello from the desert of California. What's up, the Buena Vida? Glad to have you here. All right, hello everybody. Hello, Body Church. We're gonna get ready in just one more minute, give people a chance to come in if they're joining live. And if you're watching this on replay, I'm so happy you're here. You can look through the rest of the YouTube channel for previous recordings, previous live streams, as well as some poetry. I'm a spoken word poet. I'm also a scientist. I studied the body for 17 years. I'm a retired clinician. I was an athletic trainer, or if you're European, very similar to a sports physio. And I worked with the body so much. And the deeper and deeper I went into why we get injured, the more I came out the other side of, wow, we're really not addressing the stories that we're telling ourselves and the power and influence of the mind on the body. Previously, we've been told that anything psychosomatic means not real. Well, in fact, what we think becomes our reality. If we think that we're in danger, our bodies are going to react as such. So I really appreciate and respect the ability of our brain to create a nervous system reality. And so that's what we're working with today here at the Body Church Sunday service. This is a more right brain, creative way to tap into the body's expression. If you're interested in a more left brain approach, the more science-based wisdom mixed with a little sprinkle of intuition, you can check me out at lizletchford.com, bodychurch.com. We can work one-on-one. I also do a more left brain class, and those are all available in the membership, Body Church membership. So check out bodychurch.com, check out the membership. For those of you who are interested in if you have any questions or having a chat with me after class, To integrate this experience, you can join the membership at bodychurch.com. You'll get a YouTube link in the events page. For those of you who are members, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We have a growing, loving community of people really dedicated to following their own path and letting the body lead the way. Okay, let's get right into it. So for this class, you're gonna want just a place to be able to spread out fully, move your body fully. I have a couch, I also have a mat here. I'm sitting on like a little pillow cushion, but I'm gonna be headed over to the floor in a moment with you, to move with you. If you have any questions during class and you're joining me live, you are so welcome to put them in the chat. We have our dear community manager here, Lauren, and she's available if you have any questions. Hi, Lauren. Hola from Mexico, she says. Hello, Lauren. We're spanning the globe here at Body Church. All right, so why don't you get started? Wherever you are in space, wherever you are in general, have a seat. Get cozy, get comfortable. You don't have to sit like a yogi. You don't have to sit in any particular position. Just let your body be comfortable, whether that's laying down or seated upright. And I invite you to just take a moment before I give you any direction to just sit in this stillness, in this moment of, hey, I'm here, I'm going to do this practice. I'm in my room. Why don't you look around and maybe notice something you haven't noticed in a while? The color of that plant, or, oh, that picture has this little detail in it I never noticed. Or maybe I should dust over there. Why don't you notice the space that you're in first? When we're in a nervous system state of panic, our bodies have a hard time orienting to person, place, and time, and also position in space. And so just like when the little Google car comes around and takes photos of everything on the streets, and then you can go into Google Maps and Google Earth and navigate around there, every moment your body's nervous system, the sensibility of your skin, your fascia, your awareness, and that communication with the brain is constantly taking pictures, very much like Google Maps at all times. And if you happen to have a snapshot and you haven't taken a new snapshot, you haven't gone down that path of maybe this position or this emotion in a while, you've got old data. You've got a snapshot of your reality from when you were 5 years old, when that traumatic thing happened. And we can get stuck there. So every time we see a similar position, our body remembers the last data input. So a big point of Body Church is to give you some new data to work with, to allow your body to take a new path. And we're not using the mind. In fact, we're using the body to unwind the mind. We love thoughts. We love the imagination. We're gonna let the body be in the driver's seat today. Now, for some people that doesn't feel safe. And so be sure to check with your doctor if this practice is safe with you. This is in no way a replacement for any medical information. This is my own personal experience and the practice that I do myself. And I'm so happy for you to join me here today. So now that you've looked around, notice where you are in relationship to the walls, the floor, the ceiling around you. Or if you're outside in nature, whatever's around you, notice how far your body is from an object, an item. Starting to learn how to locate using things outside of us. Now, the mind is so brilliant. We'll often use outside things as a mirror to be able to sense what's going on inside. That's why most religions have figures or deities, or they've created these external things so that we can actually merge and find that as a reflection of what actually is possible inside of us. So we're talking about embodiment. We're talking about being able to feel safe in the body. If you feel safe in your physical home, that might be a really cool external anchor point until you can find that safety within. So now I invite you to start looking, almost like you're the camera taking a snapshot of your body. Start to look and notice something, maybe a freckle or a wrinkle on your hands or your feet. Notice something you haven't noticed about your body before. Like, oh, it's cool how those little folds in my hands collide into one another. It almost looks like a Y shape. What did you notice? Something you haven't noticed before? This is you presencing yourself to the now. When your entire body is in presence, that's where we get to write a new story instead of acting from the past. And so let's get really present. Starting with the breath. Why don't you take a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, let out a sigh. And close your eyes and take a good look around. And when I say look around, I mean sense, with your sense abilities. Start to rock back and forth on your hips, or if you're lying down, shift left to right in your hips. And move slowly, noticing the weight shift left and right. Soften your belly. Notice how often we hold that bad boy in. And now see if you can make that hip shift travel up your spine. So feeling the low back start to sway. The mid back. The upper back, get those shoulders starting to sway. And take your time. You'll notice if you force the sway, it feels very like a stick moving back and forth. We want like a S, like a nice tree, leaves and branches floating in the wind. Or like a mermaid swimming in the sea. Now get your neck involved. Can you loosen up your spine and kind of send that wave of movement from your hips, shifting back and forth. Can you start to feel your head just sort of rocking with that? So this movement that started at your hips is now affecting your neck. And so we see often when I'm working with athletes, when I'm working with clients, I see often things that start at the feet, the pain is actually in the shoulder. The culprit is in the feet. And so today we're going to be unwinding at the fascial level, the fascia. It's this beautiful interconnected network of fibrous tissue that it acts as a communication device from your brain to your body to your brain, and your body to itself. And it moves in what we call trains or lines or spiral patterns. And so when I show you the movement technique, permission to move in spiral patterns. And you might notice that neck you've been trying to crack, or that pop you've been trying to click in your elbow. You'll move your toe a certain way and boom, all of a sudden the elbow will release. That's how the body works, but we're hyper-focused on the thing where the pain is. We're hyper-focused on that place that's bothering us. So this practice helps you to feel the whole system, zoom out, take a bird's eye view, and allow. It is a deep practice of allowing and presence. So let's get into the breath technique. This is called the spirokinetic breath method. And I created this because my body needed it. I needed a way to be able to merge the nervous system, the breath, and body movement so that my body intelligence didn't get carried away in the past, in the trauma. My body wasn't dancing out memories of the past, and instead I was witnessing what needed to be discharged, and then giving my body an opportunity and a place and a safe technique to be held as my emotions were expressed. So it's pretty simple, 3 different parts. There's a deep breath all the way in and exhale all the way out. So let's start there. Breathe in fully until you can't breathe in anymore. Big inhale in through your nose. And out, like you're trying to blow out candles all the way until all the air is squeezed out of your lungs. And you're gonna continue that all the way in, all the way out for the next 20 minutes, okay? So find a pace where you don't get lightheaded, and also go quick enough that you don't run out of air, all right? So you're gonna find that pace that's just happy. It's so sexy, it's so chill. You can just inhale and exhale all the way. And by engaging the diaphragm like this, we start to dome, we activate one of the most important domes in our body, the dome in us. When you exhale, that diaphragm domes and it creates a resonance chamber and activates all the tissues throughout your body. And when you expand, you breathe in, you feel that rib cage stretching out wide as you breathe all the way in. You're stretching that diaphragm, flattening it out. Ooh, getting space in your ribs. So now I want you to presence your sensation of your breath. Okay, so this is how the breath is feeling. So continue that big inhale and exhale. This time you're gonna feel resistance. As you inhale, you'll start to feel it's like a straw gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It gets harder and harder to pull that air in. We call that the tension field. So feel it, map it in your body. It's different every day. Map that tension field on the way in, and then as you exhale, you'll feel it too. It'll be harder and harder to push that air out. Just notice, oh yeah, it does get more difficult to push the air out or to pull that air in. Notice where that starts. Let's play with that sensation for a moment. Go more slowly through the more dense tension field. So as you're inhaling, you feel the resistance. Sometimes we want to fight back in the resistance, but can you surrender a little bit more? And just wade slowly through the waters of that tension field until you're full up or full out. Full in-breath or full exhale. Being able to sense, being able to be calm in the face of tension is your superpower. And so what your body is resisting, this tension field here, as you continue breathing, this tension field is actually a memory, a body memory from the past, showing up in the present moment. So that is what we're working with today. It's like a little friend from the past or old data from a snapshot of the past, showing up, overlaying your present moment. And so that tension field is like layers and layers of memories, of videos playing back, of still images just clouding your present moment. And so we're pulling through that tension. And so we're gonna move. We're gonna say, I don't need to know what this story is actually. You might get memories, you might get flashbacks, but try to stay with the breath. This breath practice that you're continuing to do, inhale and exhale, this is your anchor point today. Whatever you do, come back to this breath. Make sure this breath is actually leading your movement. So the movement that we're gonna do, it's allowing your body intelligence to unwind at the pace of your nervous system, guided by this breath. So we're not letting the body dance whatever it wants to, because you could start to dance in that information, that data, those old pictures, those old memories, and loop and loop and loop and loop, and it causes chaos in your mind and chaos in your body. But the stillness, the anchor, the wisdom is actually the breath. And so here's what the movement technique will look like. As you breathe in and as you meet the tension field, you're gonna match the resistance you feel with a very tense movement in your body. There will be asymmetrical movements. You might feel some spirals. So as I'm talking, I'm breathing out fully and I'm meeting the tension field, with movements in my full body. all the way down to my feet. And my body might move into positions that might want to stay there for a moment. But the whole time I'm as if my body's made of drying clay. Like it can still be moved a little bit, but it's really tough. Like it's made of resistance bands, or I'm pushing against clay all around me. And so try it. As you breathe in and you feel the resistance, you feel the tension field, let your body shake. Let it be subtle, but own the movement. So we're not in the air, we're not just floating around. No, we're in the body. Own it. And allow yourself to carve out new paths in your mind through this movement of your body. The fascia is a sensor system. And so all of those problems you think you have right now, this is your body working it out. And you don't even need to know. But your mind is getting smarter with every movement. So keep that breath in. And as you meet that resistance, let your body shake. Sound. You might feel some emotions coming up. Let the emotions express, but just as if you were watching yourself on a stage, just your body in the spotlight. Let that expression not get carried away because the breath is holding it. Don't worry what the movements look like. I'm gonna be in full authenticity here today. Whatever movements my body does, that is how my body needs to move and move through anything that's in my mind, body, spirit at all today. You might get some pops and some cracks, but you don't wanna force any pops or cracks. Let the patience of your breath show you a different path. Your mind might be like, no, I always crack, or I always shake, or it has to be hard, it has to be. Let it be gentle instead of violent. Let it be soft instead of hard. See what happens when you slow down. You're still owning it. You still got your strength there. Let the breath lead the way. You're still doing that breath all the way in through your nose. Breathe in full. Do not stop at the top. Keep it going. All the way out. Allowing your body to move in spirals. And you'll meet what might be in the way of your body moving in spirals. You might meet some stuck, some sticky. You might meet some shakes. Let your body shake. Make a face. Give yourself permission to not have this be so beautiful. Until you realize that even what you once called ugly is in fact quite gorgeous. Now I'm going to start speaking some poetry just to guide your mind. Keep your mind in the present moment. So let the words go into your ears. The brain loves poetry, it loves rhyming, because it's like, well, what's the next word gonna be? They've done studies, and our brain stays more in presence when we listen to poetry. So it's a little trick I do, a little freestyle flow for you, so that your body can really stay in presence. So you may tune it out if that feels right for you. You may catch a few words. They might trigger an emotion. Let the emotion move. That's the whole point of this. You got nothing to prove. And so just allow your body to loosen. Imagine you could paint yourself with new skin. What color would it be? And start to use your fingers and let your body see. The light that you paint, it's a sensation. And now this ain't an invitation. to get still. This is an invitation to pay the bills, the debt that you've accrued. Because you haven't met this part of you. So you're gonna pay attention. Offer yourself a day. This is the gentlest intervention. And intervention knows the way. It's an invitation to go and play in the imagination. So allow your hips to sway. And when you move like this, your body knows the way. You got kids, they can do this too. I'll mind my lips. So they can see you, allowing your body intelligence to do what it knows. It's not 10 push-ups, it's not touch your toes, it's, hey, I need to move like this, or I got a lot of stuck energy and it shows in the back of my mind, in the back of my shoulder, in the back of my... And as we grow older and older, we'll cherish this body. And that boulder in your stomach is because you thought moving like this was naughty. This is one dance to unlock the romance with you. So allow yourself to talk slow. You don't have to move like I do. But you can fall in love with your toes. You can take off your clothes. You can start talking in prose. I would love that. You can give yourself a bath in this moment. Start to allow your song to come through. If you start to hum, that's the resonance of Hugh, H-U. It's the human part of us. It's the smarts in our bodies. So see as you exhale if a sound wants to come out. It doesn't have to be profound. It's what it's all about. It's just the subtle ways that we can go around our own bodies and hear what they say. So allow your body to start to sway. Start to dance. Blink your eyes open. You can put yourself in a trance with this. And my hope is that it brings you closer to bliss, closer to this beautiful energy that allows you to be still, even amidst chaos. And you can also pay your bills. The day is not lost. Allow yourself to fill the space where worry once was with grace, with love, with abundance, with all of the pace that your body wants to go. It might be fast. It might be slow. But this sensation can last, and you know you can do it anywhere. You just gotta let your breath lead. This is the repair balm for everything we've seen, everything we've missed, everything they got wrong. Our parents didn't mean to twist us up into knots. We grew up into everything we're not so that we could birth ourselves anew. And some parts of us got locked, got lost, but they're coming unglued. So let the frost start to melt. Bring in the heat. Loosen your belts. You got nothing to compete with. You are yourself, whole and complete. So if it feels nice to your system, come up to your feet. Imagine that you're dressed in something just so sweet. Feels good, feels like you. This is how I start the day, and you can too. I breathe a little, I play, I pray this way. And then I say, who am I today? It's the path of your own. Every day, you've grown. So why do we behave like every day before? Wouldn't it be cool if you could just open your wings and soar? You're a bird, you're a plane, you're a whatever. I'm sure you'll know. This is your superpower. You're a super you. Whether you're a flower or a bee or a jaguar, it's who you were meant to be today, and it changes. So allow your breath to continue as you rearrange this in your sinews, in your tissues. And listen, we all got issues. But your movement is not one of those. This is your birthright. And you don't even need clothes to do it, am I right? So if close to you is something that you can write with, I invite you to write down, who would I be if I could see around me with my eyes closed? If I could sense with my eyes closed, who would I be? If I wasn't looking in the mirror and seeing a reflection, if I was just inside being, if I was just sensing, who would I be? Let your imagination dress you today. Start to bring it in. Come back to just a simple sway like we did in the beginning. This is how we pray at Body Church. It's the way of the path of your own. There's no path, there's no book. It's just you coming home. So no matter how it looks, close your eyes. Who cares? You can even put on a disguise. You might get some stares, but allow yourself to write a new story every day. The old one is boring, it's heavy, all right? But we carry it anyway because expectations of others, sisters and mothers and fathers and brothers, and history repeats itself because we're holding on. So let it go. I know you're strong. You don't have to show the pain in order to receive love. We're all the same. And we're all one of a kind. So wash that duality clear from your mind, because your reality is here. Allow yourself some time to find some stillness, some softness. Come down to a seat. And if you can top this, I'd like to meet you. I'd like to play. There's no competition. There's no winning here today. Because you're on a mission to be everything you are. So when you see someone living out a life that you like from afar, remember their wife, their kids, their story, their bliss. No, you carry your own codes. You were born like this. So just as every rose is unique, has a life, it blooms, then it falls. You gotta write your own story, bud. Whatever it's called, give it a title. Have a ball. It's a revival of you, the all. We're no longer in survival, but our bodies think they are. So when we look at those hotties on social media, we think, damn, that's a cool car. But that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to judge or covet. We're here to say thank you. Now I realized I want all of it. So call it out, watch yourself, watch your behavior. Scream and shout. You're your own savior. So happy birthday every day. And we like it in the worst way here at Body Church. So here we go. Come back to the earth. Feel your booty on the ground. Listen to the sounds. Come on back in. You are in skin. So start to paint your body again with light. Start to feel wherever it feels just right. Ooh, get a little pressure. That heals us sometimes. We need a little containment. Take a deep breath in. I hope that you had a little release and also some entertainment. It's the least I could do. It's my favorite place to be. I love you all so much. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford. Take a big, deep breath in. This is Body Church Sunday service. Happy Sunday from London. If you have any questions, you can plop them in the chat. We are going to be going into the Zoom room for members only. So if you have any questions, if you want to chat about your experience here today, or if you'd like to have a conversation with me about anything that's going on, each member gets a couple of minutes to chat, and we have a beautiful discussion, very supportive community. So you can find that at bodychurch.com/membership. All right. Whoo! Blink those eyes open. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Martine. It's so good to have you here. I hope you all have a beautiful day, beautiful Sunday. Oh, make it as dramatic as this song. Oh, yes. Live your life, okay? Live your life. There is only one of you. Why are you trying to copy everyone? Just be, breathe, slow down. And when we see something we like, we try it on. So there's nothing wrong with copying anyone. And so here we allow both. Whatever resonates, allow it in. Good job today, everybody. Welcome back. It is a good day to have a good day. I love you. Big love to you. I am Dr. Liz Letchford. Thank you, the Buena Vida. Big love to you. All right, y'all, we're gonna hop onto the membership. So if you're members, the link is in your members events. So check it out. It's in the events page. Members only, a little recap, integration. Plop some messages in the community chat about how today's session went. If you have any questions, plop them in the Q&A. You got a lot of access, y'all. So, happy Sunday. I love you.